Alright, so in this video let's try to start actual quantity takeoff for steel structures in Revit structure. So get into a structure template. Right in here, it's not quite important. First you need to draw the structure. In order to draw the structure, you like to place everything on grid. So first grid, second grid. First grid is here, second grid is here. Okay, so we're having two grids here. Now let's get into structure. First I would like to get into level 1 for placing up the foundation. Isolated at grid and just drag the grid so you will see these isolated foundation at grids. Now get into level 2. Right now I'm gonna place a column here, which is obviously a steel structure. At grid, drag and tick it. So we're having a column here. Now for beams, take the beam and make sure that the material is structure steel everywhere. So on grid, select it and tick it. So right now we are having 3 objects. The foundation is there, the columns and beams are there. So I make sure that every member is having structure steel S235 here. Beams and columns are both having steel S235. So in order to take the quantity, we can get into schedules. I'm gonna right click in here, and I would like to get a new material takeoff. Do not go for a beam, do not go for columns, just get into multi-category, and I like to rename it as maybe steel quantity. Okay. And it's quite important to select family type. And next thing is the name of the material comes under the family material name. Unit weight and volume is quite important to find out the weight of the structure, as we will multiply volume with material unit weight to get the actual weight of the structure. Rest of the things are optional. It's not quite important to add any of the other quantity right in here. So if I hit OK, you can see all of those objects are here. We are having foundations, columns and beams are right here. All of these members are quite indeed here, but we don't necessarily need any of the concrete objects here. Before that, I would like to get into sorting and grouping. I would like to sort it based on, maybe you can go for material name or family type, it really doesn't matter. Headers, footers, and I would like to see the total of weight, but until now we don't have weight. So get into field and yeah, I would like to go for an added calculated parameter, and this will be the weight. Also it comes under structure and type is weight. Now go for the formula. This is material volume multiplied with the unit weight. If I hit OK, you could see the total weight will be listed here. But you know, technically we would like to hide the foundation part or any other concrete objects or any materials other than structure steel right in here. We can do that, but before, let me try to sort it. So I like to see the total of weight. So I can go for show total, calculate total. So this will calculate the total weight. Also you could go for grand total, that will add the totals and total. Okay, now I like to hide the concrete asset here. So get into filter, and I like to show only the objects having the name structure steel S235. So that will be the material name, which is equal to, come here, which is equal to, this is structure steel S235. If I hit OK, you could only see the quantity, which is structure steel S235 here. Let's take it a step forward. We are having a different material here. So this object is not having S235, but still that's a structure steel. Maybe a different grade, you can say. So right now I have changed the grade of that steel, but still that is a steel, and that should come under the category of this materials. But you know, sadly we don't have any quantity listed for that steel here. What I'm gonna do here is we have to get into the material of this object, and let's change the type of sort. Right in here we have sorted based on what? Based on structure steel. So this will be only listing all the element which is having structure steel S235, and sadly this is logic. And if I pick up a material for casting, maybe this will show nothing. Why? Because this is logic and both conditions should satisfy. So in order to solve it, let's get into here the material, manage and material. So these are two materials which is creating cows. So get into one of the material, get into identity, has an option called mark steel, type anything here, and maybe I can copy that. Get into the second material here, so which is the structure steel, this, and in the identity add the same thing which you have added right into the structure steel's mark. Okay, no problem, mark is having a duplicate value. Okay, get into field, and I would like to add the material mark right in here. Material mark is here, and get into filter, and I would like to sort it based on material mark, which is equal to steel, and I don't want to see mark anywhere over here, so hide it. I'm gonna get into material mark, and I like to hide it. So now you can see everything is right here. So this is how you'll be adding the quantity based on different steel sections. Alright, that's it, and thanks for watching.